Coming right up, the Celtics taking on the Hawks. For the Celtics, ranked second in the East, a team to be reckoned with every time they take the floor, and especially come playoff time. Hawks, Celtics, coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Ali LaForge joining us courtside. Looking now at some numbers for Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Daniels in at the 3. And for the Celtics, Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. Well, both teams come into this game with some momentum, Richard, looking to continue their winning ways.
Oh, these are my favorite games. Both teams come in with some extra motivation on each side. They want to keep going, and they want to stop the other streak.
Now here's White. Up top, Hauser. Pass to Tatum. Over Johnson. And it's Tatum missing. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Now Alexander-Walker. Daniels outside. Six on the shot clock. Pass to McCollum. Fires for 3. Boston pulls it in. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
And they have to clean that up. Play smart and value the ball.
Tatum finds Brown. White with a screen on Okongwu. There's Tatum with the 3. Okongwu with the rebound.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
White against McCollum. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And defenses can forget how good of a passer McCollum is.
Boston on offense. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Brown inside, covered by Alexander-Walker. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. Now here's McCollum. Playing Detroit, he was nearly unstoppable. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Back to Johnson. It's stolen by Tatum. It's Brown on the wing, covered by Alexander-Walker. Brown looking around. 5 to shoot. No luck on that one. Nice D from Alexander-Walker. Johnson finds McCollum. Back to Johnson. Okongwu, a screen on Tatum. Johnson inside. Tatum's there. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. 11 feet out. And too long on the shot. The Celtics have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. The floor is space for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But you live by the 3, die by the 3. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
Now here's Brown. Boston again missing.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
Here's Johnson. Queta pulls it in.
Okay, it's taking them a moment to find their rhythm, opening the game with some uneven 1 for 4 shooting.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Outside, Alexander-Walker. McCollum outside. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Alexander Walker. Johnson a screen on Brown. Now McCollum. He's guarded by White. McCollum's shot is off.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
Now Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. Outside White. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And let's have a look at the teams who have racked up the most fast break points using real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The Hawks second.
When it comes to transition play, this team outperforms most others. They've got a lot of speedy players, and they use them well.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Looking for their first basket of the game. Pass to Queta. Here's Hauser. On the wing, Tatum, covered by Johnson. Clock at 6 with the fadeaway. Tatum can't hit.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Okongwu, the pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Okongwu. He's covered closely. Outside Johnson. Drops in the 3.
He has zero hesitation from Johnson, trusting his shot.
Outside White. Pass to Brown. They set the pick. A shot to stop the run. The rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to McCollum. Fires it from 18. The rebound, Celtics. Queta's got 4 rebounds now. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Brown inside, covered by Alexander Walker. And the jam by Brown.
Such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
And with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage in his matchup.
He's either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also.
Tatum with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. Tatum can't hit.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting them with all of these misses.
Pass to McCollum. White with the steal. And here's Tatum. And then Tatum slams it in.
A big guy with handles. Tatum ain't built like the rest. He's just built differently.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. The Celtics making a switch here. Garza's checked in. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is looking. You take a look at the Celtics. With great effort over a long season, they're second in the conference. And, of course, Atlanta, only a few spots below.
Well, right now for the Hawks, their focus is shifting now to the playoffs. Now, they could wrap up a good seed, and, of course, it's a matter of playing their best basketball to close out this regular season.
Now here's Daniels. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Pass to Alexander Walker. Picked up by Okongwu. Inside. And stolen by Brown. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Defended by Brown. McCollum against White. McCollum on the left side. Shoots over White. McCollum's shot is off.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And there's White. That's good on the assist from Brown. And it's now only a one-point Atlanta lead. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Alexander Walker with it. He's scoreless. Down low. Cuts off the pass. Here's Brown. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
McCollum against White. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds in the game.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, B.A. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, it's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Pass to Brown. Here's Garza. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's McCollum. Picked up by Okongwu. Alexander Walker, the pass to Okongwu. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Celtics trail by 5. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
White can't hit.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. For 3, McCollum nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Tatum passes to Garza. Back to Tatum. Now White. To the paint. Here's Garza. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. McCollum finds Okongwu. Up top, McCollum. He's guarded by White. McCollum looking it over. A deep 3. Garza grabs the board.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Back to White. Pass to Garza. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Just a great combo guard. McCollum is capable of being a go-to scorer as well as a terrific distributor.
Now here's Tatum. Turned in an outstanding game against Oklahoma City. That 3's off the mark. Atlanta leading by 7. Pass to Daniels. Now McCollum. From deep, Johnson. And that's not going to go. And so it's Atlanta closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. Jock Landale is out there with Kuminga. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Rizachet. And it's Kispert in at the 2. Now here's Landale. And here's Rizachet. Off the mark with a little step back Jay. Outside Pritchard. And we're now about a minute into the second quarter of play. Back to Tatum. Over Kispert. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 6.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Rizachet. Still no points. Out to Kuminga. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, they get a hand on it. Celtics trail by 3. To the middle. Here's Shireman. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
On the wing, Rizachet. Landale with a screen. To the inside. McCollum right side. Shoots over Pritchard. Out to Kuminga. Launches it. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
It's not the focus of Kuminga's game, but when 3-point chances come his way, he's got to take them.
Pritchard against McCollum. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Here's Gonzalez. 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's the break. Here's Rizachet. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Now it's a 6-point Hawks lead.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Pass to Tatum. The rebound by Atlanta.
They just continue to dominate the boards.
And here's Landale. Here's Gonzalez. Here's Walsh. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Pass to Tatum. Okay! Tatum punching it home.
Tatum reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Shireman. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Johnson, he's checked in for Rizachet. And so it's Atlanta with it. 4-point game. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
And so it's Boston with it, following the three-pointer by Atlanta. Pass to Walsh. Now here's Pritchard. Jacks up a three, and he buries his first look. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Here's McCollum, following the three by Boston. Just 3 to shoot. Over Pritchard. Landale. Tip back in for 2. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Brown with a screen. From behind the arc. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Shot's good by McCollum.
Not only a perimeter player, McCollum can go inside.
Outside White. Tatum against Johnson. From the right block. Tatum can't hit.
Nice reaction defensively, determined to make that a difficult shot.
McCollum, the pass to Kuminga. Tatum against Johnson. Pass to McCollum. Up and in on the layup. And now it's a 10-point Hawks lead.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside Pritchard. Brown with a screen. The 3. Again, the miss by Boston. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Johnson a screen on Pritchard. McCollum, the pass to Johnson. And yep, it's good. Johnson's got 5.
The combo guard skills of McCollum, not just a scorer, he's also a more than capable passer.
Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And he hasn't gotten anything to go. You can see the frustration mounting as a result. His team, not in great shape either.
And Boston with some changes. Cadis checked in for Walsh. And it's Hauser in for Pritchard. Atlanta also making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Landale. Daniels comes in for Kuminga. And it's Alexander Walker in for Kispert. And Boston has possession. Down by 12. To the middle. Here's Queta. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Outside, Alexander Walker. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
They've done a lot of good things today, but one area they need to improve is their ball security.
Boston's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Hauser. Launches a three. Okongwu with the rebound.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Daniels misses. Celtics trail by 10. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Back to McCollum. And he's going for the lob. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. White looking it over. Puts it up from 12. 6 to shoot. Pass to Brown. There's the triple. And again, Boston with the triple.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Daniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. McCollum's got 6 assists here tonight. Celtics trail by 8. Here's the pick. Brown passes to Keita. It's stolen by Okongwu. It's McCollum with a drive. And it's rejected. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Pritchard's checked in for Tatum. And a change for the Hawks. Kuminga's checked in. Just 5 to shoot. Daniels passes to Okongwu. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. White against Daniels. Pass to Brown. Ooh, here's White on the drive. And he jams it home with authority.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. To the wing on the left. Brown against Kuminga. On the wing, Daniels. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. 6-point game over Daniels. Hits the front of the rim and out.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Atlanta again missing. Boston has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Outside White. Pass to Pritchard. Shoots over Johnson. Kuminga pulls it in. The Hawks lead by 6. Daniels outside. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. And here now are the teams that have made a difference with their defense in the past 10 games. The Hawks number 1.
Well, over these last few games, they've been putting excellent pressure on the ball handlers and then turning those forced errors into easy points.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you, B.A.
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw no good. With the postseason in our sights now, what's more important to have, home court advantage or momentum, Grant?
I'd argue both, BA. I mean, if I had to choose one, I'd say momentum, just because you want to be peaking at the right time heading into the playoffs.
Now here's Alexander Walker. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Pistons in Detroit. Down low. Pass to Daniels. And the layup is good off the glass. Daniels has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, slick play call by Daniels. Pick and rolls give him room to operate, and he does not waste it at all.
White finds Pritchard. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Atlanta leading by 7. Pass to Daniels. And here's Okongwu. Outside, Alexander Walker. And a miss there on the triple.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
White for 3, and a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight. Now here's Alexander Walker, defended by Pritchard. Pass to Okongwu. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Here's Brown. Jaylen Brown gets it to fall.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Outside, Alexander Walker. He gets it up. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Atlanta on top. They lead by 4. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm joined by Coach Mazzulla. Joe, what was the focus out there offensively?
We just got to fight for our spacing. We have to fight the screen. We have to fight to create advantages. It's 2 great teams playing against each other, and you're going to have to earn it. And so we just got to do a better job creating separation on the offensive end and fight for our great spacing.
Seems like an easy fix. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And taking a look at Atlanta, yeah, they're almost the best in show. My question is, how much better can they get? Can they shift into another gear, Shaq?
You are what you are until proven otherwise. They're good, but not good enough yet. I'm saying yet.
Okay.
And focusing back in on the Hawks, they're in a tight one.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been quite a game for Onyeka Okongwu.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And Atlanta with possession here. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Boston with the ball, following the three-pointer by Atlanta. Now Tatum. Tatum like a freight train coming. The kick out to White. 3 on the clock. And the Celtics another 3.
Good work by Tatum, keeping his options open. He knew he had that kick out if he needed it.
Pass to Okongwu. Now Alexander Walker. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. McCollum outside. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Celtics trail by 4. Brown finds Tatum. Outside White. Off the mark there with a 3. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Alexander Walker, the pass to Johnson. Pass to Okongwu. It's stolen away. Now here's Brown. Scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player. The 3. Rebound Atlanta.
Who's got CJ?
Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Here's Queta, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game.
And we've watched Brown blossom into a talented scorer, someone who's capable of shouldering that entire offensive load.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
That one's off.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
And he's good on the second. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Alexander Walker, the pass to McCollum. Outside Johnson. Back to Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 ball. Tatum pulls it in. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 5. Look at Tatum using his length.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a moment here to see which shooting guards have been racking up the assist over the past 10 games. Jaylen Brown, number 1.
And he pretty much serves the role of a second point guard when he's out there on the floor. I mean, you can trust him to make good decisions with the ball when it's in his hands.
And because he can take over the reins at the point whenever they need him to, it gives them great flexibility on the offensive end.
Inside, here's Daniels, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
Back to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Oh, got a piece of it. McCollum with it. Picked up by Tatum. Throws it up high. Loses his grip. Clanks the lob. Celtics trail by 5. Brown passes to Tatum. Down low. The kick out to White. Takes a 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Okongwu's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Now here's Brown. He's got 5. Boston, no good that time either. Brown against McCollum. Alexander Walker with it. Okongwu, high post. And rejected. To the middle. Here's Tatum. Atlanta with the rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Alexander Walker, the pass to McCollum. Pulls it in from the elbow. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
They set the screen. Here's Hauser. Hits the trifecta. Hauser's got 6.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Sinks the tray.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 13. Pass to Keita. Now Tatum. Outside White. No good with the triple. Here's McCollum. Boston with a rebound. Brown's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's White. And White gets right to the 10.
He's really become a better all-around player. Brown's passing continues to evolve. Nice find.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And Atlanta making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. The Hawks lead by 3. Daniels outside. Pass to Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga, just a menace inside.
Brute force on that interior. Jonathan Kuminga, let's just say he's a special athlete, folks.
Here's Brown. Brown! Oh, my goodness!
Come on, Jalen, that's just ridiculous.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam, sponsored by AT&T. For Atlanta, they've gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. And Kuminga throws it down.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Johnson against Tatum. Pass to Brown. Three-pointer. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Yeah, it feels like he's forcing things, which will happen. He's trying to help his team.
Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's got his first points of the night.
Good pass by Kuminga, showing you can run the offense through him.
Hauser outside. Now Tatum. Four on the clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Hauser, that's good.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Daniels outside. Picked up by Okongwu. Puts up a 3. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night. Brown with it. Now guarded by Daniels. Pass to Tatum. The leaner inside. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Wow, what hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
Outside Kuminga. Johnson passes to Alexander Walker. Now here's Kuminga. Beyond the arc. Counted from distance. Kuminga's got 7 now in this quarter.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Outside Tatum. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Daniels. Daniels has got 5 rebounds in the game.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole 3-pointer came in the first half.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Johnson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Garza's checked in for Queta. Walsh comes in for Jason Tatum. Shireman comes in for Hauser. And here's Brown. He's got 7. Here's Walsh. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Walsh has got 5.
Those assist numbers from Brown have continued to creep up.
Vincent outside. To the inside. Landale, the pass to Johnson. And here's Kuminga for 3. They grab their own miss. The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Risache, he's checked in for Atlanta. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 5-point game. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Hornets at Spectrum Center in Charlotte. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Vincent outside. Outside Kuminga. Takes the 3. Boston pulls it in. 1:41 left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Gonzalez. He's watched by Kuminga. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Derek White.
Well, there's no question about it. When it comes to what kind of value he brings to the table, it seems he's only improved since time has gone on. And you can't really put a price on what he does for them on the offensive side of the ball.
And he lobs it up to the... Oh, Kuminga! Hop for days!
If you're tossing up an alley-oop to Kuminga, put it anywhere near the hoop, he's going to finish it.
To the paint. And the basket by Shireman. Shireman's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Down low. Outside Rizachet. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Rizachet does things with the ball in his hands that not many of these rookies can do.
Atlanta shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one misses. He hits the second from the line. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Pritchard, the pass to Gonzalez. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Here's Rizachet, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Clock is at 3. And a missed layup. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Atlanta on top. They lead by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Atlanta looking at who they've got. They've got Jonathan Kuminga. C.J. McCollum is out there with Corey Kispert. Then it's Jock Landale. And it's Rizachet in at the 3 slot. That puts him in the lead.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
Pass to McCollum. Out to Kuminga. Fires from deep. That's good. And it's McCollum with the assist. McCollum's got 8 assists in the game.
Whatever adjustments were made at half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
Here's Shireman. And there's the screen. Tatum from long range. Kispert grabs a miss. The Hawks leading. Pass to McCollum. Tries to break his ice. Nice D from Tatum. And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. Shireman. 3-pointer, no good. McCollum outside. Here's Landale. Right side, Rizachet. Pass to Kuminga. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Shot's good by McCollum.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
So it's Boston now, trailing by 4. Outside Tatum. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
Over the years, Tatum has limited the amount of mid-range jumpers that he takes, but it is still a natural part of his game.
Outside Rizachet. Back to McCollum. Clock at 6. Rebound Boston. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. To the left wing. Let's go with a 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got his 4th rebound in this one. McCollum against Pritchard. Now McCollum. Garza grabs the board. Boston trailing. Pass to Tatum. To take the lead. Rebounded by the Hawks. Landale's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Rizachet. Kept alive by Atlanta. And here's Kispert from the arc. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Boston has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Kuminga against Tatum. To tie it up. Pass to Gonzalez. The 3 is up. The rebound by Atlanta. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And here's Kispert to win the drought. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. Kispert's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout. Clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. So for the Hawks, Jalen Johnson comes in for Rizachet, and Daniels is subbed in for Kispert. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He said to his players, "I believe in you. I know what we have." It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Tatum. There's a screen. This one for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Kuminga's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And the call will be against Derek White. That's foul number 2 for him. Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. Kispert's checked in for Atlanta. For 3, McCollum. Here's Landale, and there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Left side White from outside the arc. Rebound Atlanta.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Johnson passes to McCollum. Daniels outside. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Brown's got rebound number 8 now.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up. And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Kispert outside. Pass to Johnson. McCollum outside. Over Pritchard. McCollum's shot is off.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him. And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Now here's Daniels. Back to McCollum. Pass to Daniels. Now here's McCollum. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Here's Tatum. Landale. Oh,
nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Mercy, Jason Tatum is a bad man.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Kispert. Here's the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Kispert's got 6 in the quarter.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Now here's Tatum. Landale defending. Shot on the wing. And Jason Tatum again. Tatum's got 25 points in the game.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Landale, the pass to Kispert. Outside Johnson. There's a screen from the arc. It's hauled in by White. The Celtics have gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. Pass to Pritchard. Right side Tatum. Back to White. And here's Brown for 3. Kispert with some nice D. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Now here's McCollum to the inside. Here's Landale. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Now here's White. The 3 is up. McCollum pulls it in.
They've been winning the rebound battle today. Another big board right there.
Kispert outside. Pulls the trigger. Rebounded by Pritchard.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
And there's a pick. Outside White. Let's loose for 3. The 3 ball is down.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks.
Timeout.
So it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. The Celtics making a switch here. Cade is checked in. Atlanta also making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Landale. And it's Alexander Walker in for Kispert. McCollum outside. Daniels a screen on Brown. Shot clock at 6. He launches. And rebounded by Tatum.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Now White. 1:52 left to play in the fourth quarter. Tatum against Johnson. To take the lead. Tatum showing off the strength.
It is the sheer confidence of Tatum, ready to put his team on his back.
The Hawks trailing. McCollum right side. Okongwu outside. Now McCollum. It's blocked. Johnson with the rebound. And Atlanta shooting about 32% during this fourth. Here's Daniels. Oh, he can't get the layup. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Now White. 43 seconds left in the game.
Smart play by Tatum, using the fake to get the contact.
The first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game. And here are the Hawks now. The rim.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up.
Jams it home.
Late here in the quarter, they still have a foul to give.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Got a piece of it. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
Now Johnson. McCollum outside. The three is off. And an intentional foul right there. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he does get the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. McCollum. And so it's Boston with the W. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. So a lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, and play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game. Jason Tatum